Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, Lady D. This will be my video on the lunar eclipse. It's a partial lunar eclipse that is happening on the 29th of the 10th. It's starting at 5:01 a.m. my time here in Sydney, and it will finish until 5:53 a.m. So if you're up early, you might be able to see it actually in Sydney. I think part of it does cover Australia. So, with this eclipse that is happening, it is going to be in Taurus, and there was a lot of oppositions to it. It was in we got oppositions from Mars, Mercury. We got obviously an opposition with the Sun with the Moon here too. So, and the Sun, the Mars and Mercury are in Scorpio, and also Mars and Mercury are kind of conjunct, very close together as well. So I feel like this is going to be with these uh, the oppositions to the eclipse that's happening. It's going to be a lot about how we think, how we communicate, motivation, sort of like anger. There could be like a war of words or clashes because we're in this Scorpio. It could be also about deceiving or truth telling or secrets that's coming up to with this eclipse as well. I feel like there's something about the truth that has yet to be seen. It even could be more lies too that are going to be coming up with this, because we're in Taurus and we're in Scorpio. So they're in direct opposites. We've also got with Tauruses, it's going to be, I feel like, a little bit unstable. It is going to probably affect finances. It might even affect like sort of housing or anything sort of earth. We might see some like earthquakes or some natural disasters happen with this eclipse too, because we are also dealing with Taurus, which is like an earth sign, and it's about stability and security, money, finances, reliability as well. It can also affect people, like, sort of like teamwork can be affected as well. So we've got a lot of like alterations, conflicts happening with this eclipse that's coming up. I do feel like it's like a bubbling things that are coming up to the surface. It might be also about manipulation too, because we're dealing with these both signs, because we've got these both energies that are facing each other with these oppositions. So it's going to be could be about looking deep in thought, but also being very stubborn, because Taurus is a fixed sign and it's dealing with a lot of stubbornness as well. And even when we're looking at Scorpio, which is also another fixed sign. So we're looking at not changing our minds, being quite stubborn in our thought process, but then also being like, we want to be in tuned, but also I just feel like it's going to bring about a really big unstable and then unpredictability about it, because we do have Uranus that's also in Taurus as well. We do have some tries that are also happening with this eclipse, which are good. So we do have a try with Venus and Jupiter, and also Venus and Uranus, which is going to bring about, unexpected things with finances and relationships, as well as could be unexpected because looking at luck with those areas as well, with the try to Jupiter here. We also have a square with Saturn and Uranus, so unexpected problems may also come up. I just feel like things are bubbling up from the surface. We might see like big storms during this time. Even like my weather today, where I'm here at the end of October, we're in a winter day. Yesterday and today's been very cold, but we had more warmer days. So it's just this unpredictable stuff that's happening with the weather, and things that are coming up leading up to this eclipse that's coming up here on the 29th. Um, I also feel like there is going to be a sense of wanting to allow the truth to come out. There's also, I just feel like, really unstable, unpredictable that's coming up, like some sort of like mastermind plan that's also could be coming up, like someone who's a bit devious, or I just was thinking about a mastermind or some sort of a mastermind plan here that's coming up too, as well. It could be like a war of words and like emotionally charged, because we're dealing with the moon, with our emotions, so it's about emotionally charged as well. Um, People want stability, but it's going to be the opposite to that. Um, it might even feel like people like looking out or wanting a fight, people who are sort of wanting a fight, maybe sort of going out and pushing people or pushing people around and wanting a fight. Um, and it's like looking at people wanting a speedy recovery from sort of setbacks that are coming up too. And it could be even a sense of feeling lost. But also, I feel like, but also this week, I also feel like it's about moving forward and not having regret, not looking back. Um, I also feel like there could be like a heavy feeling or heaviness feeling about too, knowing your value, your worth that's going to come up here with this Taurus energy. And I feel like a lot of hope. And I kept on thinking, getting that song, that Michael Jackson song about healing the world. So people obviously want peace and the world to sort of heal. But I feel like it's a bit, I just feel like the energy is very unstable. It's very unpredicted, and it's going to be a lot of us being deep in our minds, deep in thought. Um, it's always also, if we got the day before, the 28th, is when we're going to also have this conjunction start with the Mercury and with Mars. So it's when they come together. So this is going to bring about a lot of stuff about emotions, a lot about deep in thought or pondering about things. It even could be things that you're fearful of. There could be a sense of like charge of energy going moving forward because we are the Scorpio is also a ruler of Mars as well. But it also can be a sense of like hiding things too. Scorpio, it's a sign of loyalty. They want like things to be loyal, but it's also a sense of like hiding, sensitivity. It also could be like manipulation, game playing as well with Scorpio. So there's like a mixed emotions here coming up with our thoughts. We communicate, motivation, but like even like war, people looking for war or a fight or war with words that are coming up here too. So this week it's a mix, but we do have a lot of like tries with planets and angles as we move through the week that is going to help us out too, and even on this eclipse too, it will also help us out a bit as well. So let's look at some cards as well as coming up this week. So what cards I'm going to do for the spread? Okay, I'm going to use these cards here for the spread as well. Let's have a look for this eclipse of what's coming up here with the cards. I kind of feel like I know war's been a big thing this past week, and it's probably going to be more since it started from the last eclipse, and we are probably looking at more of these coming up. We're getting into dangerous territory, and as I've always said to people when I get messages about when I've seen, obviously I've been addicted to World War Three. I always say I'm not getting worried until China gets involved, and then I get worried because I know the war that I see it with China. But then I have seen China starting to get involved, which does make me feel a bit uneasy too. So let's have a look and see what you get going on here. When we come back next week, we'll have Saturn um, moving direct too, which is going to be good having another planet moving forward. All right. I really do feel like with this eclipse, okay, it's about feeling safety, feeling like in your safe place or your place that you want to be with, the place that you feel at ease and calm and where you can have fun. But there's also a spot of like heartache that's coming up here. We do have Venus that is in Virgo still, so it could be a bit nitpicky, but I also feel like this is eclipse and picking your battles, picking them wisely. Although I feel like this might be hard with this conjunction that we have at the same time with Mercury and Mars. Um, but there is also a sense of, I feel like, a motivation of moving forward and wanting to get things done and thinking fast, but also having these deep thoughts and discussions with people that are going to come up too. I feel like it might even feel like you're going around and around, or that you're wanting to be near water. I do feel like there's a sense of just like no regret as well too, and people like pondering and looking at there's going to be a certain awakening and a certain feeling of maybe even abundance of certain um like a stage presence, a presence, I'm going to say a presence of what's to come in the future. I feel like people are ready and they're not like we get some shocking things happening, but people are going to be at that point where they're not really shocked by what's coming up either. I'm going to say it is like we're being led onto a journey, but some people just are like in this aspect of giving up or not knowing what to do, not knowing where to go from here. And but it also could be an aspect of like having two paths opening up for you as well. The big thing I feel like is really drawing out to me with these cards is this card here, which is a card of more like heartache, and people sort of screaming. And we are there is a thing of picking sides. Even in Australia, you've got people protesting, picking sides about certain things that's going on around the world. But I feel like people need to realize we need to work as one. But there's going to be these two sides that are still coming in here, and people are still choosing the side, and people aren't ready to work as one yet. But I feel like that needs to come together of people wanting to be working as one that's coming in. And it's once you get that oneness or abundance, I feel like where things start moving forward, but we're not there yet. There are people out there trying to make positive improvements, really trying to get their thoughts together, using the energy to push them through to a next cycle or to something new. These people, I feel like, have got it together. They've already started planting seeds. They're more clear about where they're going. They more have this hope for the future. But there's like a push. I feel like there's going to be like a push of energy that comes in to wanting to make people push to move forward. There's also a feeling of surrendering, like surrendering to the universe, surrendering to energies, to what's coming up. Um, there is a sense of being thankful, but there's a lot of spirituality in these cards. So I feel like, and a lot of like, I feel like a spirituality under feeling here that's going to come up too with the energies that's coming up here with this eclipse as well. And it's like we're on a stage show. Everyone's on a stage show, and it's ready to see where we're going to go from there. Okay. Let me just do a quick channel here and see about this eclipse and see what we get from my guides. So, eclipse. This eclipse is going to bring wondrous new possibilities to every one of you. You will all see where you are now and where you are heading. You have a sense of feeling lost and despair, for there seems like hope is not there. For hope is always there. Let the world play its game and let the world leaders play their game and see where they end up. For your path has already been written, so there is no need to fear. You know that you will get through this and you'll know what's to come. With each of you have a gift of your life and gift of reality and know where you are heading. For we all have our bad times, and the good times will also be coming in too. This eclipse will bring in an energy of a different reality, of different auguration and different things to come. For it will set, it's like a reset that's going to happen with the world and where a new direction is going to lead. For ulterior motives will play in on the world stage, and everyone will see this, and they will see through all the lies, and they will start to see the truth with more people waking up into a reality or where they feel like they have been cheated in what they have been told and surrendering to the truth. This is where the heartache will come in for most of you, of surrendering yourself to the truth in knowing what is to come. But it will also help for you to gather as one to create a new world and a new earth where you will all feel more stable and there's more clarity. For the new earth will come in a few years' time, but you can prepare now so that you all can feel at oneness for the people who are in the right mind as you are, and on the right path as you. Okay, so let's just do three cards. I'm going to use one of my new decks that I got from the MBS festival. I'm going to use the animal deck. So here we are. Let's see here. It's an animal deck. So we'll just do three cards. One, two, three. Okay, let's have a look and see what we get. So card number one, which is this card here. This card here, I feel like you're being a bit stubborn. It's time to move forward. It's time to move on, but you're scared. There's a bit of anxiety. You've outgrown where you are, because where you live or where you are, but you've outgrown it, and then just feel like this is need of newness or moving forward. I feel like it's a little bit, you're feeling a little bit sleepy. You're on the lookout, and you are aware of what's to come. You're really hesitant, but it's like, I just feel like there's a big push for you to move forward, but you're wanting to sort of hold back a little bit with this card. With this card number two, which is this card here. This card, I feel like you might be feeling a bit sleepy, a bit tired. There is someone there supporting you, helping you. It's like you're not alone. There's a lot of people here surrounding you or helping you. There's a lot of knowledge to be had around you this week. It's like you're also sort of soaring or flying new heights. So some of you might be like, thinking about flying or soaring high, but I just feel like you're being saved or someone's rescuing you, and you're feeling quite content with that energy that's coming up and surrounding you with this card. Card number three, which is this card here. Um, look, I feel like this card, be careful. It's like dangerous mind games. This could be happening with the eclipse, the Scorpio energy, but I just feel like it could be a sense of like mind games, a sense of alter reality. You're seeing very different things. While there are good things around you and blossoming around you, there's a sense of something about your reality. It's like I just feel like just sort of be careful where you step or where you go. Something about the reality not quite right. With this card, it's like a caution that I feel with it. But even though with this eclipse, with these two energies that we're dealing with, there is going to be a sense of like it's reality or mysterious shocks or mysterious things too that are going to come up. Okay, I wasn't able to make a video last week. I was busy. I was in Canberra doing a 3-day workshop, working my mediumship skills with Chris Drew, who's a medium from the Arthur Findlay College in England. So that was from Friday to Sunday, and that was like intense. We were working like all day on our mediumship in that class, and I just didn't get time. I was a bit tired every day. Um, and then this weekend, I've got on Sunday up at the Hunter Valley. There's a fair up there. I advertise it on my social media. So I will be there at the Hunter Valley for a fair on Friday. So if you're looking for something to do, come up. It should be a good time. There's healers, there's readers there, plus other stall holders there. It's going to be a really good day. And that should be, if any other fair comes up, I'll let you know. But that's should be my last fair for the year. This has been a really big month, to the point where my horoscopes, I just haven't had time. I've just been out nearly every weekend, staying at different places, doing different fairs all month without a break. So my horoscopes are going to be quite condensed. I will be doing something, but it's going to be a very condensed horoscope that I will be doing for each star sign, um, and putting up there early next week. And yeah, but I should have a little bit more time on my hands in November, and then we're leading up to end of the year in December. Um, so I will leave it there. So thank you for your likes, shares, and your comments, and I will see you for my next video. Um, so just be patient. I have things planned for November as well, so which is going to be exciting. Okay, so leave it there. Thank you all, and I will see you for my next video. So, um, bye for now.